What's up, guys? My name is Ayo Bud. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be talking about my approach on compressing vocals using the R compressor by Waves. So there's a million tutorials out there on how to compress, and I'm just going to talk about my approach, the steps that I take, and sort of the reason behind why I do it. I've been audio engineering and producing music for about 9 years. I've gone and I've used a million compressors out there, from the Fairchild, from 1176's 2As, the R compressor. That's just to name a few. And I found that this one is the absolute best as of now. Maybe in the future, Waves will come out with a new one or some other company. But before we get into the actual tutorial, I just want to briefly talk about intention behind using a compressor. Most people will hear a vocal that's inconsistent, that's too dynamic, and their assumption is it needs compression, which is correct. But just slapping on a compressor on random settings isn't necessarily going to give you the right sound. In this case, my intention is to smooth out the vocal, control the transients, and just catch a little bit of those peaks, right? In my case, in this recording, I recorded it using the Stam Audio U87. That went into the WA73 preamp, into an 1176 Rev F. That goes into a WA2A. I'm already having a really good sound. It already sounds good. It sounds controlled, as you can see by the waveforms. They're really smooth, tiny discrepancies, which is what this compressor is going to fix. It's going to tighten it up, and it's going to give me that modern, polished sound that I think we're all chasing. So yeah, that's my intention with this vocal. You may have a vocal that's way more dynamic, that needs way more compression. So always keep that in mind. So I'll let you guys hear what the recording sounds like, and you'll basically figure out and see why I really only just want to control it a little bit, because it already sounds great.
Yeah, I told them nigga put on pushing. I've been walking on the lit shit. I can get too high and loop it. I get caught up in my head. A shot it better than some shit. I might pocket on the bed. I'm broken free. I'd rather that these niggas rich up in them fed. Told them nigga put on.
Like I said, I'm very fortunate. I have a really good vocal chain. Out the gate, it sounds good. I'm having to do very little mixing. But my intention is to smooth out the vocal, control those dynamics, and make it sound more modern, more polished. So now that I got that out of the way, we can go to step 1, which is adjusting the threshold before the ratio. What that means is I'm adjusting the threshold, and I'm not really getting any compression yet. I'm almost just using my eyes to see which words are sticking a little bit too much, sticking out a little bit too much, using the threshold and the meter on the plugin itself. So let's go ahead and listen to that.
Yeah, I told them nigga put on pushing. I've been walking on the lit shit. I can get too high and loop it. I get caught up in my head. A shot it better than some shit. I might pocket on the bed. I'm broken free. I'd rather that these niggas rich up in them fed.
So as you can see, there's a few words that go over that line, right? Those are the ones that I want to compress. Obviously, my ears are also telling me that these words are sticking out just a little bit more. So both use your ears and your eyes. From here, I actually adjust the ratio before the attack, before the release. I like using this plugin because it's very smooth. You'll see as I adjust it, you can really hear how different the compression sounds. I'll go ahead and adjust it while we listen to it.
Yeah, I told them nigga put on pushing. I've been walking on the lit shit. I can get too high and loop it. I get caught up in my head. A shot it better than some shit. I might pocket on the bed. I'm broken free. I'd rather.
We tend to stick around 4:1 ratio. I really like the ability to change it to 4.46. It just gives me that little bit of extra control, and overall, I'm not just like sticking to a certain ratio just because everyone else is. Go ahead and adjust it to where, okay, it's compressing and it actually sounds really good. 4.46 in this case sounds really good to my ears. From here, I'll adjust the attack. Now, the way that I like to approach the attack is that initial transient, the attack, I don't want to suck the life out of the vocal. So there's certain words that I still want to stick out. I don't really want to just squash the vocal and make it dull. So around 5 to 10 milliseconds in this case is gonna give me the sound that I want. Again, I'll listen to it while I adjust the attack, and you'll be able to hear it as well.
Yeah, I told them nigga put on pushing. I've been walking on the lit shit. I can get too high and loop it. I get caught up in my head. A shorty better than some shit. I might park it on the bed. I'm broken free. I'd rather that these niggas rich up in a fed. Told them nigga put on pushing. I've been walking on the lit shit. I can get too high and loop it. I get.
This attack is fast and slow enough that it doesn't absolutely kill the vocal and make it lifeless. It also controls it. It also grabs it just enough. Listen to it with context with the beat all together, right? Around 5 to 10 milliseconds is where I usually end up setting it. It's gonna depend on your vocal, it's gonna depend on your recording, it's gonna depend on your performance. So now on the release, that's the next step as well. You wanna have it as fast and as slow as possible. What that means is that there is a sweet spot. The slower the release, the more compression you hear. So yes, I do want to control it, but I also need the dynamic to be alive. So I'll go ahead and adjust it as I'm listening.
Yeah, I told them nigga put on pushing. I've been walking on the lit shit. I can get too.
Notice when I start slowing down the release, I can hear the vocal more. It's more present, it's more punchy.
Yeah, I told them nigga put on pushing. I've been walking on the lit shit. I can get too high and loop it. I get caught up in my head. A shorty better than some shit. I might park it on the bed. I'm broken free. I'd rather that these niggas rich up in a fed. Told them nigga put on pushing.
So 50 milliseconds in this case sounds great. Like I said before, it's controlling it just enough and it's still allowing those dynamics to go through just enough. So always keep in mind, you need the attack and the release to be as slow and as fast as possible. From here, all I do is adjust the makeup gain, which is usually 1 or 2 dB.
Yeah, I told them nigga put on pushing. I've been walking on the lit shit. I can get too high and loop it. I get caught up in my head. A shorty better than some shit. I might park it on the bed. I'm broken free. I'd rather that these niggas rich up in a fed. Told them nigga put on pushing. I've been walking on the lit shit. I can get too high and loop it. I get caught up in my head. A shorty better than.
What was my intention? I wanted to control it just a little bit more. I needed the dynamics to be there. I needed life in the vocal. You can do all that. You don't have to sacrifice one thing for another. You guys let me know what you think. This is, again, just my approach. I'd love to know what your approach is, what you think of mine. Let me know in the comment section below. If you did enjoy and find value in the video, feel free to subscribe, like the video, share it with somebody else, comment down below. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys on the next video.